So you became the protector of your brothers at age 7. Why?
Because nobody else would.
What did you
Not
have to
physically.
protect them from?
The world, from theyself.
Marvin said that you ran away from the group home and left him. Is that true? Did you run away?
It's bigger than that, though.
I'm not asking you why. He understands why. He talked about the horrors of the group home. But did you run away from the group home and leave him there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel guilty about that?
Yes.
Okay. You were running to save your life.
Listen, me being there with him.
Breathe. Breathe. Take a deep, deep breath. Come on, breathe into your body. Good, good.
When you stand with him.
Do this with me. Do this. I want you to do this because I want that energy to move out of your hand. Me staying with him, what?
It was only gonna make things like worse for all of us.
Okay.
We didn't see him going through no bad stuff while we was there. In my head, I'm like, they not gonna do nothing to him. Like Marvin had this thing about him that made people just basically care. Like from how we seen it,
that's what
Marvin could say
like.
anything, and they'd be like, okay, so all right, we. So I figured wasn't nobody gonna do nothing to Marvin. Then I felt like we put so much fear in these people that they not gonna do anything to our little brother. You know what I'm saying?
You were mistaken, and when you left, they hurt him. He's not blaming you.
No, I blame myself, though.
But you shouldn't.
Until I should. This is my job.
No. It was your father's job.
He failed.
He did.
If he failed,
and
he
failed, and he didn't give you the skills and the tools and the information you need.
If he failed, who else's job was supposed to be there? Like, I want you to tell me that, because you keep saying it ain't my fault, but whose job was supposed to be there?
But baby,
it goes to me. Yeah. I failed all of them.
Listen to me.
Look at them now, man. Yeah. Look at them now. You take a look at that, man. Miguel couldn't get it done. Fonte couldn't get it done. Mike was a piece of The little Mike didn't know what he was doing. I failed them. I was my job. I was supposed to make sure nothing happens to them.
Did you have the tools required to do the job?
I don't know, man.
How about you didn't, baby? Okay. Come here. Come here.
Let them all down.
Welcome back to Raw Conversations. Thank you for tuning in and tapping in. My name is Camila, the host. Raw Conversations was created as an open platform, just to be open and honest, to have transparent conversations. And so we got a whole lot of people in the building today. I'm super excited. So we're going to get into this thing. I've already introduced myself, so let me hit it to my right, and then we're going to go back. TP. Who are you, TP? What do you do? Who are you?
I'm a rapper.
Okay.
I make music. I'm a father.
I didn't know you was a father.
Yeah, I'm a single father.
A single father. How old is the baby?
She's 8.
You have an 8-year-old?
Yes, I do. I had her at 17.
Got it.
All up in his business. He was all up in his business. Counting.
Yeah, I stay with my mom right now. Trying to move, get my own spot. I was trying to recently go to truck driving school, but that didn't work out. So I came here because I feel like I can get plugged with the right resources to get into a career and no longer have to work 9 to 5 in the village.
Perfect. Respect. My girl.
Yes.
My girl.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Angela. Everybody knows me as Mrs. Lady Hollywood. Besides my regular work, let me just say that I work in healthcare. I got degrees. Now let's get to the important stuff. I work with Camila on a team, now producing the sitcom Single Parent-ish. all the auditions and castings are on Backstage West. I own the company Legacy Productions, which is a music production company that also works with Sony Empire as well. And then I have my own LLC, and I'm Still Hollywood Talent Management, and that's for on the screen, acting, modeling, print, whatever it is that there is. I think that's all I do.
No, it's not.
Wait, what else? I do a lot because I say I literally want to quit my day job, and don't get me wrong, it's a good job, but I also like to make money, and I have a purpose. Like, I'm continuing this for my husband, so, and I like to spend money, so I got to work for it, you know? But I think that's it.
Yeah, no,
I think,
respect. Absolutely.
My name is Andish. I hosted some learning. I'm a mentor / peer outreach, and then I do the marketing side of things.
I'm Deuce. I am also a staff here at Process of Learning. I'm a studio engineer as well as studio management. Outside of Process of Learning, I'm an artist, producer, engineer, extraordinaire. Got a couple degrees myself too. Shout out to the people in here with degrees, man. You know, for real.
Knowledge is power.
So you know, yeah, 25 with 2 degrees, man. Living life, just loving it. So
Congrats.
yeah, that's me.
What's up, y'all? My name is Rich. I'm a man, I'm a father. Yeah, I'm a barber. I'm an artist. Yeah, I associate with some so yeah, it's cool.
Cool. Thank you guys for being a part of the show today. So we just saw the clip, and so right now I just kind of want to weigh in on everybody's opinions, their thoughts. Sometimes people see what we do professional, you know, from the professional side of things, but have no idea some of the things that we've had to go through to get to this point. There's a lot of young artists that I've worked with where music was literally their lifesaver. You know, that was how they got through a lot of struggles, a lot of trauma, a lot of stuff. So what was your take on that? So that was an episode that I saw a couple of years back. And I'm really big on when I see something and it hits a chord. I don't care how old it is because it's still relevant, you know? And so what he was dealing with is having a large amount of brothers. His father wasn't in the picture. So everything kind of fell on him, or that's what he thought, being the oldest. Like, my responsibility is to take care of. My responsibility is, so if you fail, I feel like, did I do my job? So that's what that clip was about. What are you guys' thoughts? You can relate to it?
Thank you. That's where I'm at. My mom, she's a single mother. My dad, he wants me to get a DNA test to have a bond with him. I've never had him in my life, so just where I'm at in life now, since I cut my daughter's umbilical cord. My sister seems to be a respectable young man. I'm not just out here juggling with females. So I just feel like you got to set that example being the oldest. And my sister, she's going through a lot right now, being 23, and she's trying to figure herself out. And we was talking this morning, and everybody goes through different emotions. So I feel like I couldn't really tell her how to feel, because her life experience and her journey is different from my experience.
Right.
So
Right.
this is a learning process. It's a learning process, and I just feel like being the oldest, it's a lot, because you want to be that good example. Like, I recently went back to school, got my diploma, just trying to motivate them in the house.
Wait, congratulations on that.
Yeah,
First of all.
that's
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I didn't have really motivation when I first had my daughter. I was in the streets. I didn't graduate, so just I wanted to just change my life around and just show them, like, never give up.
And let me tell you, like, change is hard. People
It is.
do not realize that change is hard. So I'm gonna tell you my perspective, because I'm coming from two. I'm the oldest sibling. Not only that, you have those family members that just depend on you. And we were just talking about this the other day. Family members that depend on you. I have a younger brother, and then now I have my kids. And then the things that I've gone through in life, I was just telling Camila, like anybody else would have given up. But you just keep pushing, not only that, for me, I try to even carry that in my life because I am around a lot of kids. Like I was around a lot of kids in the clown dancing industry. Shout out to Tommy the Clown. I love them. They're my family. You know what I mean? So, and I say that to say because not only do I think in my perspective, okay, I got to look at it from my little brother, but any kid I see that's coming from a broken home or just may need that role model, you got to own up and you got to be there for them. So guess what? If I fail, then, or if I do wrong in their eyes and they're looking at me or I put out something negative, then I failed them. Not only my brothers, just anybody I come across. Like I'm meeting y'all today. You said, hey, like you got connections in the music. If I'm going to tell you I got connections, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to do it, but I need to set that example. So that's my life motto, not just for my sibling, but for everybody. Like that's why I push so hard. Like
Motivational.
yeah, you know what I mean? I push hard. Like, and people would say, and I get it all the time, how are you so strong? How do you go on? Like, because you got to do it. You either going to be down and out or you don't push through it. So
Right.
that's what I do.
When you got people relying on you, that makes it a little bit different.
And I
You
got
know,
a whole
'cause
lot.
it's like if I
You know?
feel, I'm only, that's
Yeah.
just me, how I feel about the situation.
Yeah,
But when
so.
you're providing for, that's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
What about you guys on that end? We beating y'all, by the way.
Oh,
Everybody's
yeah.
talking on this side.
You ignoring me. I know I'm actually the oldest too as well. So you the oldest?
No, I'm the youngest. Actually.
Oh, that's what's
Okay, wait. So you're the oldest. You're the youngest in your family. You're the
Oldest.
oldest, and
I'm the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Hey.
Oldest.
Damn, my boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all speak first, and then I'm gonna come in after.
Alright.
y'all.
Yeah, no, the baby got to come in
Yeah,
later,
come
like
in-
afterwards.
come in from the baby
This is
perspective.
the baby. I ain't.
Ah,
I ain't
30 years old.
no, but I'm gonna tell you. 30.
Yeah. But I know. Yeah,
Looking like he's 17.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, look.
But yeah, I have a little brother and a little sister, and I think I feel like what she's saying, and I think she's saying, but yeah, like when you're the oldest, I feel like you definitely do have that burden of like being the oldest, setting that good example because, and I found this like later on in life, that even though you might not think they're watching you, they are watching. Like I learned, like my little brother would tell me like, oh, little like, I used to play football, so I used to try to play football. I was in the Bates, I used to play the Bay. So I think trying to be that good example, I think it's hard, I think necessary. Because same thing, my dad wasn't in the picture, but they separated, so he didn't play that big part in my brother's life as he did for me. So again, I had to step up. I had to like be that role model, be that father, be that person to really guide him and show him and do the things that my dad did to me. I have to not do for my brother. And I think I'll feel just like him, like if I let him down or didn't protect him a certain way, I feel terrible because I feel like that is my role.
Your responsibility.
For sure. That's blood.
But did you get what was being said on that clip? How she was explaining to him that was not. Did you have the tools to do that? Were you taught to do that? Well, if your father wasn't there, then who actually equipped you to be able to do that in the first place? I think we naturally take on that.
And
That's
we do.
that
We learn, we adapt.
protectiveness. Like,
We adapt to it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because the stereotypes of this world is crazy. If you listen to the stereotypes, you're just going to be another black man that don't want to do nothing and gang everything. I'm just going to be another black girl who's calling all types of names lazy. I want to lay up on the county and everything. Not you. The stereotypes will bring you down. So I get what everybody is saying.
Yeah. What was the?
You're the oldest. So
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. So I'm the oldest of four. And we got different dads. Me and my sister got the same dad. My two different brothers. We got different dads. Yeah, actually, he was saying some real stuff.
I appreciate it, bro.
So I have real conversations with my sister too. You know, and I can't tell her how to do it. And she's like 2 years younger. So I know that, like, you know, she's seen it, you know, so. And then, like, also my younger brother too, he in jail right now. He White Side.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Like the case right now. We was on the phone yesterday, 2 years ago, he called me on my birthday. And we was just chopping it up. You know, he only 19 and fighting on 15. So I was trying to watch it.
15.
We got no evidence and nothing. And it just goes to show how it's like, kind of what she was saying, very like the system stuff. It's kind of like, you know, you get caught in it. And, yeah, so, yeah, that video is powerful. It's like you feel responsible. And I think that's where it's like an individual. Yeah, that video is powerful.
That's
Yeah.
a
You gotta
lot.
chop it up, bro.
15 years. That right there. That's gotta hurt. You
Yeah,
know,
but I mean,
that's-
even when they don't have no evidence, they find it.
Right.
You
they
know what I
gonna
mean?
find
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Well, since I'm the only one here that's like the youngest, out of all my siblings, for me, the whole concept, like just what they talking about in the video, like my pops wasn't there, you feel me? Like he was in jail and all of that when I was a kid. So like I just had, it was me, my brother, and my mom. So like my mom, she tried the whole play mom and dad role and be stern when she got to, and like,
Yeah.
you know, do it how she
Why you
got
say
to.
man like that?
That's what my mom was like.
No, it's real. It's
Yeah,
real.
real. I
So-
can relate.
So like really growing up, like I kind of just learned to really appreciate women
Man,
because
I'm
of
very-
like the shoes that they can fill if need be. You know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, you like, oh, girls they not as strong as us, or girls can't do what boys can do. But it's like, nah, your mama gonna do it all. You feel me? Well, at least mine did. So just learning that, and then also like being the youngest, it was a level of understanding. It's crazy that she was saying that the concept of the video, like your pops didn't pass it down to you, so you didn't have the tools. But I understood that about my brother, right?
Mhm.
Like being the younger one, I understood like he telling me what he telling me, but he telling me that from what his mind made.
Mhm.
You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I kind of was, parents say you got selective hearing.
Yes.
Like, you hear what you
Yeah,
wanna
we
hear.
know what that means.
Yeah, so
You
that's
hear what the hell
like
you
on
wanna
that
hear.
aspect, yeah. But I actually had to learn how to be selective with what characteristics I pick up, what traits I pick up.
Exactly.
So as the youngest, I kind of, it's like that breadcrumb theory, where you see, okay, he dropped on that rock, so I'm gonna make sure I step on this one. And if I fall right here, it's not his fault. I'm just trying because I've seen him fall already. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
you avoided a lot of the peer pressure.
By seeing
right.
what I saw.
Right, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I will commend my brother for, and commend my mother too for also instilling, like, she never held no man over the house, like, had men in and out running around. Like, my mom wasn't that type. The people that she did bring around was actually like her friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Men that actually came and that would actually come do something for my mom without expecting her to put out.
Right.
You feel
right,
me? Like,
right.
these are men that actually know my mom and grew up with her, and
Men that you have respect
that
for.
I have
growing
respect
up.
for because they show me the love or respect that I have for a woman that I'm not even being intimate with. I can't have a sisterhood. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, you can.
And that's a part of the systematic stereotypes that they try to instill.
Yeah.
It's like a male can't have female friends or a girl can't have male friends
That's
without
not
it
true.
being.
Let
But
me
it's
tell
like,
That's not true.
I just kind of learned, and that's just shout out to my moms because she showed me that.
Let me tell
You
you,
know
it's
what I'm
funny he
Shout
said
out
that.
moms, by the way.
It's funny he said that because I click more with guys. Because
Right.
the girls, I tried to be friends with the girls, and the catty
Don't work.
stuff, it just
Don't work.
never works out because it's just always some underlying jealousy. So I've always had guy best friends, but I say that to say, like, also with the stereotypes, I get stereotyped all the time. Oh, you talk this way, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, you got this, you got that. I talk this way because I grew up in down Rancho Cucamonga
Right.
for a good part of my life, but still got that black mom. I'm gonna say black moms because that's where I know it comes from. My mom was a single mom. She didn't take no type of crap. You know what I mean? She went out there and worked. Yes, I helped her, like, taking care of my little brother when she was at work, but I didn't know none of her struggles. And that's one thing a mom can do. They can hide a struggle and be ready to break.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
see it as kids.
Right.
Now I see it as kids. There's sometimes back when I wasn't doing shit with my life, I would be like, where's the next money coming from? Where's this? But then when your kids come around, to hide the struggle and just to smile and still make it happen is crazy.
That's
And
a
it's-
whole job in itself.
It
Right,
is.
and it's a crazy concept too, because like my mom is a lot like that.
Yeah.
She was a very, very good at just like everything's good. Y'all don't worry about
You had
nothing.
what you wanted.
But like it's crazy now growing up, like and seeing what she goes through now and seeing, because once you come out of your adolescence, it's like a level of like we kind of see eye to eye more than
Yes.
we don't. Like I'm less of a child now and more of a companion.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what I'm
as you're
saying?
getting older, you're understanding life in a different way.
Right, so it
He's
makes
experiencing
my memories different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like a hard reset. You go deep back into your memory bank, and you remember the times where it was like she was smiling, but really
Yo,
she was
I'll
crying on
bet
the
it's
inside.
different.
Like
That's
really, it
good.
was just like, so it's like it was crazy for me to see my mom go through what she went through. Like my mom's got shot twice in 2020. Like once in her left thigh and her right foot. And this was after losing one of my cousins, and then a month later losing another one of my cousins. So it was just like watching her go through that, and then losing when I lost my grandma in 2016, and like watching my mom turn into that child again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
seen that
Of just feeling like she lost, and then me being in 2016 I was 19, and just being like.
But it's a different
It
feeling.
just kind of
seeing
was
your
like,
mom,
whoa,
Mom.
like
It's a different feeling seeing
it
your
fucked my
mom who
head
you
up
thought
for
was
sure.
so strong.
And it's
Great
like this is where I
mom.
get my strength from. So
Yeah.
what am I built for? But then
Yeah.
understanding too, that's the art of evolution. Like being the next generation, you have the ability to go further and carry more weight.
Seeing that growing up, there's nothing you cannot do.
Right.
Yeah.
Seeing that growing up, there's nothing you can't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, let me tell you, like, strength is crazy. My son lost his father, but they lost their father. Then I lost my grandma. Then November, I lost my husband. And then people always want to say, oh, you haven't cried about him, or you this, you that. That's why I tell people, let me tell my story.
Right.
Like, stop trying to tell it for me. Because somebody is always out there trying to tell my story. Like, let me tell it for me. Like, I don't cry in front of you, but I cry. But I seen a black mom who had all her pain and still made it happen. So,
but it's not for me to grieve in front of you.
It's not.
Me grieving is not for your
It's personal.
entertainment,
Guess
first
what?
of all.
That's your
why I
relation
say,
with God. Grievance
Right.
is part of your relationship
Exactly.
with the Most High.
And
So
guess
it's
what?
personal.
my relationship with God got a lot closer. And guess what? I learned through this process. It's sad, but I learned who and who not to trust. You know what I mean? The friends, the people that were there for you, they came out, honey. And when I say they came out, they came out. And it wasn't in a good way. It's like, okay, you're already down, let me kick you.
Right.
But being the type of person I am and being raised by the mother that raised me, you gonna kick me when I'm down? Let me show you something. Because no, I'm not going for it. But death and makes people come out. And so I seen it.
Yeah. And I gotta piggyback off of what you said. Growing up, and then once you became older, I'm sure the communication with your mom, being able to have a level of understanding, all of that changed because now you're experiencing life.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I say this all the time. My son just dropped him off to college, and so he's 19 now, and we grew up together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had to get to a mentality when he was younger where it's, yes, I'm here to protect you, but at the same time, I don't want you blindsided by shit in the room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If anything happened, I need you to hit me up first
Yeah.
because I got your best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that was in that situation, I was able to open up, being a little more understanding. We talk a lot as women, guys, y'all. We talk like most guys. You know what I'm saying? They don't really. Yeah.
It's more like a situation.
Yeah, like you feel me, bro? Talk about that. It's like, man, my mom, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
My dad passed when I was 18. But the last conversations, we just had a real good reconnect.
You and your pops, or you and your mom?
Me and my pops.
You and your pops before he passed.
Yeah, before he passed. But before that, my mom was in prison when I was in high school, so it's like I had to tell her that over the phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that is just be like that. And then I feel like it made her open up about it. Kind of like what you're saying. So now I'm like a superhero. You don't really realize that she had
to get that. Because she's not going to tell you that.
Exactly.
She's not going to tell you what she had to do to get there. Nah.
You're going to realize it when you get an adult, like he's doing right
You're
now.
going to put two and two
Yeah.
together.
We're not going to tell our kids.
Yeah.
It's a whole cycle, right?
Yeah.
That's where the term, you got to love them from afar.
Right.
Like,
I was saying, do you guys think that it's good? Like, I know, like you said, like our parents hid stuff from us to shield us and make us not, be stressed or whatever. And we were saying, we can do the same thing. You think that's good? I feel like it's good.
let me
Yes
tell you,
and no.
yeah.
I would say yes and no. And to me, it's two. And it's funny that you asked that question. That was a recent conversation. I have to say yes and no for me. And the reason why I say that is when you're trying to protect your kids, so you hide them from certain things going on. some things are DNA, some things are generational curses.
Right.
For my father, his battle was alcoholism. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to hide that. So as an adult, if I go through that, I'm not now. You know what I'm saying? I'm
You
not
thinking it's just you.
exactly. You thinking
Yeah.
it's just something that you're going
Right.
through, not knowing. Oh, this has been
This
running
was-
in your family way before you
Right.
was
And
even
it's crazy
thought
that you
of.
said generational curses because
You
that's
suffering
what-
in silence.
yeah, that's one thing my mom, like with me and my because I only grew up with one of my brothers. I didn't meet my oldest brother until I was probably like 14.
Is that your brother that does music?
My older brother,
Your
yeah,
older brother.
yeah. My middle brother is me and him have the same mom and dad. Then my oldest brother, he like 34, 33. He just has the same dad. We got a different mom. But like sibling rivalry was a huge like generational curse on my mom and my dad's side.
Wow.
Like down to like my pops had three brothers. My dad was the youngest, just like me, out of the four.
Mhm.
So they used to squabble so bad to where them niggas is stabbing each other, like
Oh, wow.
Like
real,
y'all in the
'cause they
streets
like
with
my
shit,
people
like-
is huge, so they
Yeah.
not. It's
So
like
it gets
gorillas
closer.
fighting, like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And then my mom, she's the second oldest, and she has an older sister and then two younger brothers, and all they do is yell and argue. So it's like growing up, me and my brother used to really not get along because we only 2 years apart, but my brother was the big brother that was like when we was real young, like he used to like if his homies talk shit or something, he'll let them talk shit or like laugh with them, you know, kind of like be on some like big brother kind of bully shit.
Mhm.
And my mom, like, she made it a huge emphasis to where now, like, me and my brother had the best relationship. I could call my brother anytime. Like at the age of probably like 13, that's when it really switched for me and my brother. Like
Y'all relationship.
our relationship really switched because my mom, that was one thing she didn't hide from us. She told us like this is a curse in our family, and I want y'all to break this
Yeah, I was
curse.
gonna say that. My mom.
So
said-
it made us knowledgeable to think about our actions.
Yeah.
So like I don't have kids yet, but when I do have kids, there's gonna be certain things to where I tell them like, hey, or procrastination. Don't
yeah.
ever build that habit. That's a
Yeah.
generational curse, or that's something that I dealt with heavy, and I wasn't hip to it until it was too late, or until I felt like shit was moving too slow.
Right.
I don't want my kids to go through that, so there's certain things that I'm gonna bring to their attention, so they don't live in just that bliss. You know what I'm saying? Of
Yeah.
ignorance.
I think my hide was a different. Let me explain. My mom, like my dad on drugs. Okay, she let us know. I don't want y'all to do no drugs. Don't be so quick to try anything.
Right.
But when I say she hid things from us in front of
Like,
our
how you pay for
faces,
that?
yeah, like but in front of our faces, she
How
was
we get
strong.
this?
Like, you know what? She was strong. Don't do this, don't do that. He's gonna do what he wants to do. You follow God's path. But I know, being a woman now, there had to be sometimes she went in the room and just breaking down because she was tired.
Oh, absolutely.
Tired of like putting on that facade in front of us. So it's not like she hid anything. We knew, okay, this is how a person looks when he's addicted to drugs. But just that breakdown, that's what I mean about hiding. Now with my kids, me and my kids are open. I think I'm more open than what my mom was with me because talk to me about whatever. But I also was gonna say, when you talk about how your kids turn out and like, you know, how you grew up with your son or whatever, some kids, we can raise them to the best of our abilities and they stray. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was just talking to somebody about this. You have to love them from afar. People take, you know, just shit from their kids and shit. And I was going through it with my stepdaughter, but I just had to love her from afar. You know what I mean? Because when you were talking about you had a good conversation with your dad and you had to tell your mom, well, I'm dealing with the opposite. No conversation and then just, you know, but literally you got to be open with your kids, but not letting them see you break. So that's how I do it, you know? I mean, that's the only way to do it, really.
Sometimes you can't control the break though.
Right.
Sometimes it just,
That's
you know
how my
what I'm
mom
saying?
was too. She was very open with it.
Yeah.
Like
And see, I'm not.
she wasn't like
Not
she
open.
wasn't like always like just breaking down, but in certain moments, she'll tell, because it was only us three, and she'll tell me and my brother like, "Hey y'all, like I'm not okay. I'm not good right now. This is what that mommy is hurting."
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that we knew. You know what I'm saying?
And I am not an emotional
An
person.
emotional person.
If
right?
you see me cry,
It's a problem. You better
no,
run.
if you see me cry, I'm pissed. I'm not crying because I'm hurt. If you see me cry, just get out of my way. That's the only time you're gonna see me cry. Like, I mean, at a funeral or something, you know,
right.
you're gonna cry. But other than that,
That's
I
real.
look at it like it's life.
That's real. I feel like my mom. That's one thing. Like, my mom, she a foreigner. She's a foreigner, so she can't know. then after that, like she struggled a lot with my grandfather because like my grandma, I guess that wasn't really
Mm.
you know, so my grandfather so my mom and my grandma would always be like
Beefing. They always have
hard.
Yeah.
But like the way I see it now, it's just like stuff be so dynamic. You just really like the breakdown is like that might be it. So it's like a lot of people just fight to just kind of stay in the fight. You know, so
I'll put it to you like this: I worked. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't. That was my breakdown. I threw myself into school. When things started happening to me in life, I didn't have no degrees, no nothing. I was like call center to call center, but I worked, and she sees me doing it now. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with it
It's
differently
like a
because
coping
you know.
mechanism.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
I work and everything is a business. You can talk to me about something. We're about to make a business out of it. Like so, that's my breakdown.
Yeah, it's gotta be. That's one thing that you gotta be really just be careful about, though. You know, because it is the avoidance of dealing with, you know, whatever is going on, whatever you've gone through.
I feel like
I'm super guilty for that too. But what happens is you get to the point where there's a breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Because mentally, spiritually, emotionally, here you are doing X, Y. Oh, it happened to the point where I couldn't even move.
But
I
let me
didn't
ask
have
y'all
a
something.
choice.
I'm gonna ask all of y'all something.
Okay.
From my point of view, my study is psychology. I didn't study this for 8 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm in behavioral health, so it's harder to assess yourself, but you know how to prevent. But I'm saying I can help y'all every day, all day. But I also know how to prevent. Oh, guess what? When I'm feeling depressed, you know what? Like this is what I would tell somebody: you go work out, get into this. So my breakdown really never comes. But also, I don't take my own advice. You know what I mean? I feel when I feel
Like
depression
great
coming
at
on.
getting it out. And
But what I will tell my patients, when I feel depression coming on, I go start working out. I start eating healthier. I reading, writing, throwing myself into stuff, and I cure myself before the breakdown comes. So it's harder for me to do that.
yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I feel like too. It's just important also to acknowledge and then allow. A lot of people. Well, even me, I used to even like just say I'm gonna just shut it down, and I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna just keep like you said, keep working, just fight through it. Which is cool because it helps to a certain extent. You improve yourself that way. You know, pressure makes diamonds. So it's cool to a certain extent, but it's also very good to acknowledge your feelings, allow yourself to feel those, and go through that experience and come out on the other side polished. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my grandma always told me that tears is cleansing. You cleanse yourself that way.
Cleansing.
It's like sometimes,
I like that.
like even down to like, there's certain times where I'll just look in the mirror and just cry. I won't even have nothing. I wouldn't even be sad, and then I'll just let it out because I know if I keep it built up, the moment that I break, I'm gonna make the hastiest decision rather than. It's kind of like a micro dose of just allowing yourself to feel emotions, so that it's like a slow leak rather than just the pipe.
Bust out.
The pipe just busts.
Mine comes,
You know
but
what I'm
at
saying?
alone times
Yeah.
when you're in the shower, when I'm at home.
Right.
Trust me,
Exactly.
my tears will probably
Yeah.
drown all of us in this room,
Yeah.
but it's when
Right.
I want to.
Yeah,
You know?
because like I said earlier, that grievance is your relationship
Yes.
with the Most High. That's your personal relationship with your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like you said, it's not for everybody. But say, okay, this is my boy right here. If we go through something together, we can cry together. I'm gonna cry with you because I'm in this moment with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't go through that with me, not to say I won't heed your advice or take no words from you, but we can't grieve together.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You might understand, or even down to what everybody else go through. I might sometimes say, I feel where you're coming from, but I ain't never gonna say I understand. You know what I'm
But it's
saying?
different.
I can say I feel you or I'm here for you, but I can
Right.
never say I understand.
My thing is, you can't talk to me unless you had a husband pass and say you 100% agree with me and you had kids. You cannot do it. Yes, you can relate to the pain of losing
Right.
somebody close to you, but I can't relate to your pain either. And me, I'm big off vibes. You know what I mean? We may be good. I may do for you. I may kick it with you all the time, but if I don't feel that vibe, you are not getting my emotions.
Right.
And things just keep happening to let me know, keep it that way. Keep it that way. Like I said, when my husband passed, I was down. Some people wanted to kick me when I was down, but I didn't feel the vibe to be comfortable to open up, and they just
To
proved my
even
point.
allow yourself
And
to
they
get
proved
in
my
that
point.
energy.
Yeah, like so, I'm gonna
I
stay
mean,
the
good
way I
thing you
am.
didn't know, because that
Good
would have
thing I
just
did it.
ended
You know
up
what I
being
mean?
more damage.
But
You
let me
know?
tell you how. This is why I say stereotypes, and with all like you guys being younger, I'm not saying like I'm so much older than you. Watch the company you keep. I'm
Yo,
going to tell you that.
yo,
People will smile in your face.
yo.
They will play the homie to the fullest. And when I say to the fullest, like you can tell them you're everything, okay? You can be there for them through deaths. You can be there for them through hard times. And guess what? For me, it took, maybe I elevated a little. And guess what? You were sitting there and you were laid upon your ass, but I'm out busting mine.
Right.
But because I elevated a little, that quick turn, and that's why she said it's good you did it. Because when I say at my worst times, people wanted to kick me, but it didn't go that way. And so guess what they do? They started thinking about shit to say. But go ahead, do what you got to do, because I'm still going to elevate. And I look down and I still see you sitting in the same place you were, because while I was working, you were sitting there trying to think of bad things to say about me. So I sit back and laugh at it, but watch the company you keep.
Right.
If you got a bro, keep them.
No,
And you know when somebody is loyal.
Yes.
You know, like we've all lived, everybody's talking about their own experiences, which lets me know we've all lived through life. You know, certain parts that weren't so great. But it's amazing to hear like the positive that you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like your mentality now about it, how most people don't even understand it, the stuff that they went through.
Right.
And I always say that if there's something that is unresolved, it's gonna always find a way to come back up. I don't care if it's in a relationship, I don't care if it's from your childhood, it don't matter.
Yeah, and it's not about time.
It don't matter.
Like the time you know him, it's how they act.
Right.
And when you feel you have
You gotta learn how to
outgrown
be in the
somebody,
moment, in the present.
it's okay to outgrow somebody. I had a best friend of 20-some years. I knew I outgrew her 5 years ago, but I stayed there because I didn't want to be the one to be like, oh, I outgrew you. But she just showed me, literally, why I outgrew her.
Right.
And I should have listened to my first mind back then when I kept saying it, but I didn't want to seem like the cocky type. But it's okay to outgrow people. And so I'm better without them than I am with them. Like,
So what is everybody's just take from the conversation today? Like just moving forward.
choose your own destiny.
Choose your own destiny.
Don't worry about stereotypes, your family history, what y'all do. Set your own self and keep the positive vibes around you.
And I would say maintain the relationship you have with music and what you guys are working on. Because music.
Oh yeah, that's
music.
the outlet.
And wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is Andrew, are you anything? Do you do anything? In
I'm
music?
Robert for sure. Nah.
See, I knew he was
He's a
lying.
comedian.
Andrew,
That's
he
what he
is a
is.
comedian.
Because he's been funny since he sat here.
Yo,
Like literally.
listen, now we gonna have to get him in a booth now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you make that happen?
Yeah, he probably a little R&B singer.
Yeah. That's something.
He
don't
looked
know
like a
about
rap
rapping.
singer. Like come out like that Michael Jackson type.
Give him
you
a
know?
V-neck.
Michael Jackson.
Give him a
Give him a
V-neck.
V-neck, get you straight.
Yo, when I met this guy, when I met him at Long Beach City College at an event, he had the camera, and I wasn't sure if he was the cameraman or if he was like performing. He was dancing with the camera. I was like,
Comedian.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
The big old Sony camera. I remember when you took that out the office, I'm like, why did you take that camera? We have smaller cameras in the office.
Oh, he needed
That's
people
more
to know he
convenient.
was doing
left
big
with
shit.
Not even,
Like,
he didn't take the case for it.
I don't
said,
even.
You better not drop it.
Hey, yo, I don't even think he was recording for real. I think it was just for show. I think
A prop.
I think it was just for
We
show.
don't have no footage from that day.
Right. Where the footage at?
No, we gotta check. We gotta check the drive.
Oh, do we?
Gotta check
You
the
ain't
drive.
had no SD card in there or nothing.
Nothing.
Yo,
Just
what's up with your mans?
A straight prop.
All right. So, listen, if you guys want to follow my guest today on social media, if you guys want to give out your information, let's go ahead and do that real quick. And next, I want to let you guys know what we have going on, events. We got some events going on, and also some film and production training, some casting calls. Like, we got a lot of stuff going on. And a youth basketball program, which is free here in Long Beach for young males, which is more like a mentorship. So we got a lot of stuff going on. So let's start with you, Sir Rich.
All right. My Instagram is Labor Day Thursday. It's my birthday. So
Your birthday is on Labor Day.
The usual songs on Labor Day was the day after on the 6th.
On the
So,
6th.
This year was on the 5th.
Okay. So the turn up was real?
No, I was working.
Look, he wasn't even gonna make up nothing. He wasn't gonna make up nothing. I was working.
Right. It's me, Deuce again. My
Deuce,
Instagram is South Central Shepherd. Shepherd spelled with SHEPHERD. So Shepherd is the correct spelling for shepherd. Herd the sheep. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, South Central Shepherd. If you need beats, engineering, any of that, tap in with your boy.
Yeah, right. I just dropped some music too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, he like bring it back, bring the mic back. Oh, okay.
CF does.
It's a single or an album? It's an album. Oh yeah.
21.
Uphill battle. Okay. Did you produce that?
I actually engineered the whole, pretty much the whole tape. I think I probably only didn't touch one, two songs on there, but yeah, pretty much everything you hear on there is engineered by me. A lot of the beats is from our. We kind of built a rapport with a lot of people in different areas, man.
Right.
We got a producer we tapped in with. Shout out Parker Jazz. Where you from? London, right?
London.
Yeah, shout out Parker Jazz.
Nice.
Dope producer. We got a couple other producers that just send in beats and tapping with us because we make music to some of their things, or I like to make a lot of original sounds. Like a lot of my solo projects are originally just all my beats and stuff, but we go by Palm City, from South Central all the way to Long Beach, 310 to the 562. So it's Palm City.
And yo, I've seen this guy in the studio. So, and he might. Hopefully, he ain't frustrated because every time I hit the building, I always gotta. What do I do?
Open the door. Like literally, I was on FaceTime and she
It's all good. It's
And
all
he be
good.
in there working. But
All
I
the
think
time.
the first time I walked in there, you was it a gospel beat?
Oh
Was
yeah.
it like it?
I'll be on my Kanye too.
Yo, and I'm just sitting there just listening, like, okay, I see what's up.
Yeah, I like to
see
chop
what's
up the
up.
samples and get real groovy with it.
You nice.
Yeah,
You
appreciate
nice.
it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yes. WSL_org. Whole system learning. Get at it.
All right.
And let them know what Whole Systems Learning does real quick,
Yeah.
real fast.
Resource Recreation Center. You need EBT, jobs, housing, whatever we got you on that part.
Yeah.
If you want to the studio or something, or start a podcast, got you as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we can kind of do this together because we're working together. But
We're
my
gonna do this
IG
together. You heard that? You see this power?
Yeah.
You see this power?
My My IG is Mrs. MRS. Lady Hollywood, also _ Lady Hollywood. I'm doing with Camila, but first on the music side, I got a lot of stuff coming. Like literally, God said this is my season, and I'm coming with a lot of stuff. So I have Legacy Productions music.
Love it.
I also have some artists that are coming out, and also some major connections in the music industry, as well as a show that's coming out with the music industry. Grand prize $15,000 for each contestant, but just follow my page and you'll find out more about it. Now with Camila, I'm a part of a team, and I'm a part of a great team, and we got
some shit going on, y'all. So listen, look, let me just say it real quick. So most people know me for the mentoring aspect. Envision Youth Services mentoring program for at-risk and underserved youth, LA County, mental health workshops and all of that. Raw Conversations, a podcast that was created during the pandemic because we weren't physically in the space together, But this is and I say it's uncensored and it's Raw Conversations because this is the platform where you can't tell them they wrong for expressing how they feel about what they went through. Period. Too often I feel like we're saying, no, don't do that. Do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, allow them to be creative. Allow them to lead the type of life that they want to have, and just be there to be a support. So that's why this was created. And we've both been working with Politic and Broadcasting. Politic and Broadcasting supports a lot of young artists from concerts. All types of stuff, red carpet interviews. And we're on the film and production and writing side of things. So we're in the middle of a script. So it's basically going to be opening up the opportunity and opening up the door for young independent artists and actresses and actors. And I like to see the people where I see that you already grinding and I see that you already doing your thing. And sometimes that opportunity is the one thing that you need to take your career and your brand to the next level. And I'm loyal and I'm passionate when it comes to that. So
you also have to tell them about the casting. We are casting now for the sitcom Single Parent Ish.
yes.
The castings are on backstage.com. Just type in Single Parent Ish. Also, anything with acting and television, I forgot. I have I'm So Hollywood Talent Management. The acting and the TV world is cool, y'all. So I've been in the game a long time. Again, I'm just there to make sure nobody screws anybody over. I'm that manager that's going to just be a ride or die for you. So look me up. My website is in my bio on my IG at Mrs.LadyHollywood. So
yes.
Track placement. 1P.
That's all you gonna say. What is this like your artist like vibe or something? You just drop like one and then you just like is that on Instagram?
I'm
What?
under construction right now, so
You know what?
you gotta
Okay.
work with me.
I promise you I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
So that's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
Trap Princeton. TRAPPRINCTON.
This daughter is so cute too. I already found her.
Oh, that's baby girl.
Yeah, I didn't have her posted yesterday, and I didn't want people thinking, like, I don't be posting her. That's my baby. That's my girl. She with the mom right now. We working on co-parenting, so she in Florida right now.
She is. Oh, she's
Yeah, that's
a
my
cutie pie.
twin.
You gonna have to be locked and loaded, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
on it. I'm on it.
Why you look like that?
No, because I'm just saying,
Yeah,
when you
but
have
she
little
gonna be
girls,
cute.
that's different.
Yeah.
see, I'm a boy mom.
And I'm a boy mom too. I already got a
Boys.
son.
Yeah,
so
that shit different.
it's a whole
I got 3
different
boys.
game.
I mean, you got
She only got one.
I only have my son just one.
I got a
That's what you got.
4-year-old that'll knock you down. I got a 12-year-old and I got a 16-year-old. And they big boys
Oh, yeah,
are bigger
that's
than me.
good.
Like
That's
literally.
gang right there. That's game.
all right.
My mom used to walk around talking about these my bodyguards and my brother like, yeah, we on
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We
I
on
know
that.
they're built like him,
I
but
ain't
they're
gonna lie.
big.
They are.
It was one day I'll never forget. Well, I was like 10. I was young, so I was
Young.
We walking. My mom walking. You know, Venice Beach got the little basketball courts. We walk past the basketball courts, and I just seen the dude just looking. He just looking too hard. And I ran up on him. I said, "Bro, what you looking at? What's all of that about?" He like, "Man, little man, get up out of here." I said, "Man, I'll fuck you up."
That part.
My mom was like, "Doctor."
Over my mama.
Doctor.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's the benefit of
real.
being
That's
a
game
boy
right
mom
there.
because they'll step.
They will step
They
up.
see danger. They are very protective.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny, my mom, because like I said, I'm the youngest of 3 boys, and my mom wanted me to be a girl because my dad, he had 2 boys before me,
I feel it.
and my pops literally was like, if you have a girl, you cheated on me because I don't produce girls. I
Yeah.
said, whoa, and lo and behold,
He was right.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
right.
that's how it was for me.
And I'm the only one that looked just like
That's
him.
real. That's a
I
real
saw the
thing.
picture.
I'm the only one that looks
That was
almost
like
just like
twins.
I got a girl and a boy. So
Oh,
right.
You
yeah.
have both.
Yeah, he's
Which one is younger, the girl or the
my
boy?
girl is she's a her friend.
You had her first. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the girls are
But, and you know
tougher.
it's scientifically proven that younger brothers are more protective.
Yeah,
of older
I was gonna
sisters.
say it's better that way.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Because when
I
you have
know
an
that.
older brother, it's kind of like,
He's
all right,
already
you know what's going
gone,
on,
yeah,
all right,
already-
deeper to the game,
exactly.
and that's it.
But
But like a
little
younger
ones-
brother gonna be on it.
Yes.
He gonna be like, you don't talk to my sister. nigga."
Let me tell you, their
Own it.
stepsister.
Your setup
That's how
might be
they were.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tobago for sure had your back. Like, make sure nobody talking to her.
Oh yeah. Also, tell them check me out. I am doing another podcast at 7 with the Brittany Parker, who is actually on our team as well. So
Yes.
check out the Brittany Parker as well. Podcast at 7.
So,
Please, please, please. And then for
We do have an event tomorrow, though.
wait, hold on. I'm not done. Yo, cut his mic off.
Come on.
Cut.
You're
We're okay, so we wrapping this thing up. I appreciate y'all for sitting down and shooting the shit with me. Not shooting the shit, but really having real conversation. I appreciate it. Follow us at raw_conversations1 on Instagram, also YouTube page. We're trying to make this shit viral for real. So y'all share, like,
we ain't
subscribe.
doing it.
We doing it.
Right.
We Oh, what's up? The famous homie, what's up? So, Raw Conversations, follow us. And then also, real quick, KJ, shout out to Kelly J TV. She's all the way out of Dallas, Texas. She's doing the production on this. My girl is fire. Her first time coming to Cali was when we did BT Awards, the coverage for that. She came all the way out here, loyal, and she with the business. So, KJ, we want to go ahead and go to the events and resources that we have coming up. And Anders, you can go ahead and talk about the karaoke.
Yeah, for sure, y'all. So at a Whole Systems Learning, we have an open house / karaoke night. It's gonna be tomorrow, Friday, 2 to 6. From 2 to 4, we have resources available if you need any. And then from 4 to 6, that's when we're gonna start singing. We have prizes. I'm singing Hannah Montana.
No, you're not singing.
And I'm performing, and I'm doing the splits. I'm gonna go crazy though. I hope to see y'all there.
Yo, can y'all keep him off the mic?
Yeah.
We gonna give you a camera.
For sure.
We gonna give you a camera with no SD card. With no SD card.
Thinking about coming, don't worry, he might not even be.
I'm just taking pictures. I'm gonna take pictures, so y'all be ready. I'm taking pictures, and I'm singing. I hope to see y'all there.
I don't know. I wasn't even paying attention right now. I'm sorry. But we're gonna talk after. We're gonna talk after.
Karaoke, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Tomorrow. 2 to 6. Yeah.
Can you? So
I
if
might
I
just-
really can't sing, like I know karaoke is not really for singers,
Have
right?
some
But if
type
I
of
like
tone.
can't hold a note, can I hit the stage?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all gonna throw tomatoes on the stage?
Nah,
you can
we ain't even
rap
got
it.
tomatoes at Hostess.
You want me to? What you want me to rap and
You
sing?
can rap.
You can rap and sing.
You can rap. You can sing.
Just make sure her mic do not work.
Or you can do like me and you can go together and sing a song.
Do
You know what I
it.
mean?
Yo, I think that's a good
I'm
idea.
done.
What y'all think?
Two
Me and
terrible
Addis before?
vocalists.
Oh,
Yeah.
Two terrible vocalists. Oh no! No, I admit I can't sing. Let me tell you, I got a mean ear though.
Right.
Mean ear,
A&R.
but I can't.
You can be scouting talent.
Oh, see, I never pay attention to you. I am so
Oh.
sorry.
I just
know.
don't ignore
Hold on,
them.
because every time he started talking, it's Ronnie.
It just sound like the
I can scout talent, but no, like literally, I'm coming tomorrow. I scout talent all the time. Okay, so
I mean, I might be.
like I'm about to listen to you. I'm about to
No,
make
you're
sure.
not on that radar.
Oh.
This is tell them right, just let them know right now. So we don't want to put out no false hope.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see the world.
Okay, so we got karaoke here. Address is 161 West Victoria Street, number 255 in Long Beach. Pull up from 2 to 6:30. Food,
Everybody's invited.
music, everybody's invited. Open mic karaoke night, and then also resources. So housing, EBT. What's EBT? The first thing you say?
So we gotta eat.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Oh,
Huh?
easy
Anybody
money.
get EBT, I ain't gonna lie to you. You can get
We're having a staff
EBT housing with
I
us.
got EBT.
We help with housing. We also help with mental health. We get therapy. We offer therapy here.
There we go.
We offered what's it called?
transitional housing.
Transitional housing.
Transitional housing.
We
Okay.
also give hygiene goodie bags.
Yo, this is the
If
spot.
you need a safe haven to create your content,
Or
come
just
through,
chill.
chill with your boy. I'm gonna make sure you sound right on the 1s and 2s, man. Yeah, we got snacks here. If you're ever hungry, you just passing by, man. You ain't got nowhere else to go, man. Pull up to Whole Systems, and we're gonna get you right, man. Set you on your way, man. For real.
And I want to let y'all know they real nice here. Like it's open. You know what I'm saying? Welcoming. Y'all all have been cool when I walk through the door, so I appreciate that.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. Okay, KJ, what was the next one? What do we got next? Okay, Black on the Block. That's October 15th. Now, this is not in Long Beach, guys. This is going to be in the city of Rialto. It's October 15th. So you better call your people and
Is
have
it worth it though?
Everything she does is worth it.
Let me tell you something.
I got you. You don't even have to say no more.
I'm
Everything she does is worth it.
We gonna get his ass in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
You talking about that's kind of part? That's
No,
why I
this-
drove for him to come.
But that was the second offense though, because what he said earlier, he was like, "Oh, you brought some good people."
Thank you.
What
And
did you think I
drove
was?
from
You
Rancho.
thought I was
That's
playing?
the third offense.
Ali.
That's the
He said
third.
he was
yes.
gonna do the splits.
Ah.
That just strikes
And
out
Camila,
right
please
there.
tell him I drove from Rancho Cucamonga to come. Yeah, she'll tell you.
For sure.
So that means you coming to Rialto?
Yeah, for sure. I'm out there.
Shout out to Black on the Block, Vicky. Y'all do amazing work out there. So I'm responsible for it. So it's going to be a lot of entrepreneurs. You're going to have vendors. You're going to have music. I'm responsible for the entertainment for the entire show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm bringing in young artists. We're going to do a play on R&B, our 90s R&B and hip hop. So that's what. Yeah. So
Yeah, my drive is
yeah. Okay. So Black on the Block, y'all tune in. Another opportunity is a youth mentorship basketball league. So here's a flyer for that. It is definitely free. So if you have some young males, definitely come out, hit them up. This project is sponsored by Snoop and Steph Curry. It's here in Long Beach. The address is there. I will send you the flyer. They open up enrollment. What does that say? September. I ain't got my glasses on, y'all.
Me neither. I can't-
September
yeah,
22
I feel like I'm blind.
That's a little song.
What does it say? So I know it begins this month.
So just say it out loud.
It says September 2002 to November 2002. They don't have a specific date of September.
2002. That's
I mean,
2022.
like I'm trying to read it myself.
So they open up registration. They're going to be opening up registration soon. So just send an email, hit the link. No, I believe it's 12 to 17. No.
Oh my.
Just
Okay, next. We got anything else, KJ? That might be it. Is that it? We good? All right, y'all. Oh, wait, hold on. There goes another one. Hold on, pull that up. All right, so this is the shirt that I'm wearing. Remember you asked about it earlier. Huge thank you to Stephen Lamar Moore, a composer from Compton. Literally reached out to me. We went to Dorsey together, Dorsey High School in LA. And he's always believed in the work that I've done when it came to the youth. So probably about maybe a year ago, he hit me with the shirt. This is, something that he put out and sent me a card and was really just passionate about supporting a lot of the work that I do. So I've never said this on camera, but now is the time for me to actually, say thank you. So I appreciate you guys. Check us out next Thursday. Raw Conversations. Like, share, subscribe, donate. We out.
Do you know who you are? Or were you reaching in, wishing upon of a star? Not knowing that if you think it'll be, but it starts with self. Now I know how my grandmama felt, but hear me now. Yo, imagine a kid coming straight out the womb in a talented whiz, but surrounded by wolves, so he gotta fit in. All the while he really knew he was destined to win, so hear him now. She could feel it inside, with the vision in mind, moving within her line. Don't dim her shine. Precious is time. Pass the baton, haters can move aside, cause that ain't fly. Let's make one thing straight. Let's not suppress, but yet cultivate. It works wonders here to demonstrate. So put your hands up and simply state, with unwavering convicted faith, cause you're a super. I say you're super. I said a super duper. A super, a duper, a super. Sit back.